Well, Stuart, Allison, now you're Senior Vice President Asia Pacific for Princess Cruises, and you were just telling me now you've been with the company how long?
20 years this year.
20 years, my goodness, you don't look old enough. But look, what's happened is you've grown with the company from your time in the UK, and you've come here to Australia, fulfilled some roles here. At the same time, in parallel, Princess Cruises has grown as well. So today we're here for the launch of your 2020 winter program. But tell me, how many ships do you now have in this part of the world, and how often are they here?
Yes, so this summer season we've got 4 ships.
Wow.
2 in Sydney, 1 in Brisbane and 1 down in Melbourne. And then next summer we actually go back to 5 ships, so we'll add a ship cruising out of Western Australia. And generally we have 1 to 2 ships year round, doing longer cruises during the winter, like we will do in 2020 with the new program we just announced today.
That's an amazing growth when you think about it. If you go back in time to cruising in Australia when it was the Fair Star and the Fair Sky, 1 ship and then the occasional sort of interloper and stuff like that. And we've got your competition and also, you know, organisations within the Carnival group as well running down here. And all of a sudden you've got 5 ships. So where has all that growth come from, particularly for a premium line like Princess?
Yeah, look, I came to Australia for a 2-year project as we introduced Pacific Sun and Pacific Princess to,
yes, I remember that.
This market, and I didn't think then who would have known that 1.4 million people would take a cruise each year in Australia. And I think one of the things that really sets Princess apart is the diversity in itineraries that we've got. So you can do everything from a 2-day cruise up the coast to a 106-day round world cruise, and I think that's kind of been a big part of our success over the last 10 years.
Yeah, and in terms of as a premium carrier or a premium cruise line, okay, so you're not the bottom end of the market, you're really heading towards the top end, you're not luxury but premium. How much growth do you think there is available now for Princess in this marketplace? And here we are on this absolutely sumptuous ship, Majestic Princess as well. The newest ship in the fleet.
That's right, the newest, the biggest, most spectacular ship in the Princess fleet. I mean, this ship carries 1,000 more guests than the Diamond Princess that was here last summer. So yeah, we're really confident that there's more growth potential in the premium end of the market.
And why should somebody, when they're making a decision, I have this discussion with people all the time, oh, I don't like cruising, they say to me, and I say, well, have you ever been on a cruise? No. Or I went on a cruise, 20 years ago, and you say, well, actually it's changed. Do you stay in hotels? And they say, well, yeah, what sort of hotel? Same issue with cruising. There are so many different types of cruises. So how are you going to sort of accentuate these differences, if you like, in your product to other people's product to continue to grow your market?
Yeah, I mean, we're very fortunate at Princess to have an incredibly high repeat rate. So if you take one of our world cruises, 2 out of 3 people on a world cruise would have done a world cruise with us in the past. And so we've got so many advocates for Princess in Australia, and that word of mouth is so important to us. For us at Princess, it's those little bits of service elements you don't really notice that really helps to set us apart as a premium cruise line.
Yeah. Now, Majestic Princess, we're here now, and I know we've only got a few more minutes left, but we're on board this absolutely amazing ship. Okay, she spends half the year in China, half the year here. Is there anything you have to change between the 2 markets to satisfy the guests?
For sure, there's a lot of changes to the menus on board, but what we find is that at core, the international product that you'll experience in Australia is the same to the product that you'll get in other parts of the world. But certainly menus, onboard currency, we change to Australian dollars when the ship comes to Australia. We change some of the crew. There are a few different facilities. So we have a new bar that we've launched for the Australia season. So there are little elements, but the bones of the ship are similar wherever we cruise.
I suppose the final question is, can Australians get a good pint of beer on board, and can they get a pie?
Yes and yes. When we first talked about bringing the ship to Australia, the pie warmer was an important part of the conversation, so for sure.
Stuart, thank you for your time today. Thank you for hosting us to a wonderful lunch in Harmony as well. If this is an example of the sort of food that the guests are going to experience on Princess and on Majestic Princess, they won't be disappointed. Thank you for your time.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.